Today's topic is microwave circulator. So it is basically a multi-port waveguide junction microwave circuit. It is having quite numbers of ports depending upon the operation. So we can say it is a waveguide junction which consists of some numbers of ports. We can go with any numbers of ports depending upon the operation, and it allows the wave to transfer from nth port to n plus 1th port. Means let us consider if the number of ports are 4, then the input is given to number 1 port, the output will always available at the second port, that is port number 2. No output will be at port 3 and port 4. Okay, so it is some kind of microwave junction where the output is available from the port where the input is given and to the next immediate port. So as it is, the name is suggested, it is a circulator, so we can have the rotation either in the clockwise or either in the anti-clockwise direction. So let me draw the diagram for this first. So this is for the 4-port microwave circulator. Okay. So let us give, this is port 1, port 2, 3 and 4. So it allows the wave to be transferred to the next immediate port. So let us consider if the input is given to this port, the output is available to the next immediate port, from this port to this port. If the port 2 is acted as input, then the output will be available at the port 3. If 3 is the input, then the output will be available at port 4. 4 is the input, then the output will be available at the port 1, like this. So for this case, we have rotated in this direction. We can also have the clockwise rotation possible. Okay. Now how we can design this kind of device? So practically these kind of devices can be manufactured or designed by various way. So let us take a simple way of designing this kind of circulator, that is with the help of 2 couplers and 2 waveguide. Okay, so I am drawing that one first. Okay, so this is a simple design for this kind of circulator, where if the port 1 is acted as the input, we desire that the output should available at port 2 only. Okay, so let us find, okay, before that let us write the description about this circulator. What this circulator basically is: a microwave circulator is a multi-port waveguide junction in which the wave can flow or travel only from nth port to n plus 1th port in one direction. Okay. So there are any numbers of this port can be possible. This n can be any number, but most frequently used circulator is the 4-port circulator. So one of the simplest design of this circulator is using two 3 dB side hole directional coupler and rectangular waveguide with two non-reciprocal phase shifter. So what is this reciprocity? We can have the input and output can be interchanged. The input can serve as a output, the output can also serve as the input. Okay, so that is what the reciprocal device is. So for this case, the phase shifters are not reciprocal, they are non-reciprocal phase shifter. So this design we can have with the use of two 3 dB side hole directional coupler. So it is not at all a planar directional coupler, it is based on the waveguide. Side hole means there are some kinds of holes present by which the waves are entered or going out from that waveguide structure. A rectangular waveguide and two non-reciprocal phase shifter. Okay, so what does it mean? The phase shifter, if we have been having the input from left hand side and moving towards the right, it produces the phase shift of 180 degree for this phase shifter. And if this right hand side is acting as the input, then the output available at the left hand side will have the phase shift of 90 degree. Same for this, from left to right it is 0 degree, from right to left it is 90 degree. Okay, so let us see, if the wave is been given to port 1, then how it is available only at port 2, not at all at port 3. So these are 90 degree, that is 3 dB couplers. It produces 90 degree to the coupled port. The phase change in the coupled port is of 90 degree. Okay, so let us give the input at port 1. So if on this coupler, this side will be the throw port, there will be no phase change, right? So from this port 1, while it is having the output of the coupler 1, that is from the throw port, we can have the phase shift 0. But while they are propagating through this phase shifter, it produces 180 degree phase shift. So this port is the input port, here it is the output, that is at the throw port of coupler 1. Now this output with phase shift of 180 degree entered in the coupler 2. Okay, so this output with 180 degree from coupler 1 is the input at the coupler 2. Now when it is the output from the coupler 2, it is having the same phase shift 180 degree because it is the throw port, but it will have the 90 degree phase shift. It will have the 90 degree phase shift while it has been coming out of the coupled port. So 180 degree plus 90 due to this coupler 2. from this coupler 1, it is having 0 degree phase shift, but it is given to a phase shifter which produces 180 degree phase shift. So up to this part, it is having 180 degree phase shift. Now when it is entered in coupler 2 and coming out of throw port of coupler 2, it is having the unchanged phase shift of 180 degree. But when it is coming out of the coupled port of coupler 2, again a 90 degree phase shift will get added with it. So here it is 180 degree plus 90. Here while it has been going down, it will again add a phase shift of 90 degree. So altogether it is having 270 degree. Okay. So here it is 180, here it is 270. Now this coupled output, here this coupled output with 90 degree phase shift is given to the input of coupler 2. Just try to understand. If we have been going with this side, it is the input. Now immediately here it will be the throw port output, right? Now when it has been given to the coupled port, here 190, so from this left hand side to right hand side there is 0 degree phase shift. So 90 coupled port output, another 90, so altogether it is having 180 degree phase shift. So here 180 degree, another 180 degree, so same phase, so output will be available. Just try to understand. The coupled output is having 90 degree phase shift given to a phase shifter of 0 degree phase shift. So 90 degree input, 90 degree signal with the input at the coupler 2. Again it will have the 90 degree phase shift at the coupled port. So this 90 degree plus 90 degree, 180 degree. So 180 minus 180 degree. So no phase shift. Okay. Now this output, here this 270 and another this output, this coupled output 90 degree, if it has been given to this coupler from the throw port, so again it will have the same 90 degree phase shift. Just try to understand. This coupled output, wherever it has been going, this coupled output, back hand side there is nothing, so we are considering this is the coupled output from this coupler 1 consisting of 90 degree phase shift. So this coupled output, when it has been coming out of this coupler 2, that is from the throw port, it will have the same phase shift. What is that phase shift? The phase shift which it has due to the coupled output of coupler 1. So this 90 degree coming out of this coupled throw port of the coupler 2 will have the same phase shift with which the signal entered into coupler 2. So here 270 from this signal and here 90 degree from this signal. So what is the total phase shift? Total phase shift is 180 degree. So here 0 degree phase shift, it is 180 degree. So compared to this input, the output at port 4, it is 180 degree. So obviously the two signals will get cancelled, right? So from input to the output comparison, 180 degree phase shift. So here the phase shift is completely 0 comparing these two signals, but here the phase shift is 180 degree. So two signals will cancel each other. So the input from port 1 is only available at port 2, nothing at port 4. We didn't have anything in the port 3 because it is the isolated port. It is the isolated port which is the port 3. Any doubt on this? Anyone having any doubt? Coupler, the coupler action is going on. Throw port, coupled port. Coupled port is having by default 90 degree phase shift. So this throw port from this coupler 1, when it has been coming out of throw port, this phase shifter introduces 180 degree phase shift. So when it is entered into coupler 2, coming out of throw port with the same 180 degree phase shift. But this coupled output of this coupler 2, when it is entered in coupler 2, at the coupled port, it is again having 90 degree phase shift. So altogether 90 plus 90, 180 degree. So these two signals phase difference is 0. The signal exists. But this input at coupler 2 will again having the 90 degree phase shift. So 180 plus 90, it is having 270 degree. but this signal which it is available at the coupled port going at the coupler 2, but output from the throw port will have the same 90-degree phase shift, because throw port will not have any phase shift. So two signals are available with 180-degree phase shift. So what does it mean? Opposite phase, so they will completely cancel each other. Any doubt? We can also go with the reverse one. Anyone having any question on this? Any doubt? Clear? Next is microwave isolator. I hope you can able to write this operation, right? Is it possible? Can you able to go with the operation? Can you write on your own words? Yes? Am I audible or not? Am I audible? No one is responding. Is it clear or any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Next topic is microwave isolator. So what does it mean? It used to isolate between two waves, or we can say it used to isolate the forward wave from the backward wave. Okay, so most obvious case, the backward wave is exists due to certain reflection. The backward wave is exists due to certain reflection. So when this reflection will occur, if there is certain mismatch. Okay, so due to impedance mismatch there may be certain reflection. So when the wave is been propagating in a waveguide and some device has been connected, if the mismatch is occurs due to the impedance difference between two devices, then the wave may reflect back towards the source, and if these two signals are added in phase, that may destroy the source. So that's why the isolators are most important to use in the micro devices. Okay, so one of the most popular waveguide isolator is Faraday rotation isolator. Okay, so this is some kind of diagram of the microwave isolator. Okay, so this side is the input, this side acted as the output. So what we want whenever the input has been given from this left hand side, there should not be any reflection from this right hand side towards the input, that is in the left hand side. So this input, well, it has been propagating from this left hand side, the output, whatever the output will be observed at this side, there should not be any reflection either due to the mismatch or some imperfection of the waveguide or any other disturbance. There should not be any reflection. Okay, so let us consider the wave has been given from this left hand side. Okay, so this is some kind of a resistive vane. So what its purpose is, it used to absorb the signal while it is in parallel to this plane. If the wave is parallel to this resistive vane, or you can say some kind of absorber, it used to absorb the signal if it is non-parallel to this plane. Now this is the wave, this is the direction of the field vector, that is this E vector in this direction. It is propagating in the Z direction. Now this field vector, it is normal to this plane, so it can able to propagate. Now while it has been going inside this ferrite rod, it used to produce a 45-degree phase shift. It used to produce a 45-degree phase shift. So it is again going in the 45-degree direction. This output waveguide is already tilted at 45-degree. So it supports this wave, which is by default is having 45-degree. So here, while it has been going to this output port, now it is again vertical to this output waveguide. So this input waveguide, whatever the direction the field vector is having, while it has been at this output waveguide, it is also having the same direction which supports this output waveguide, because it is by default rotated by 45 degree. It is by default rotated by 45 degree. So this resistive vane is also rotated by 45 degree. On this resistive vane, again this field vector is normal. So on this output waveguide, again it is remain in the vertical direction. Okay. Now if some reflected wave exists here, if some reflected wave exists, so what will happen? The wave should start propagate from this right hand side. So if it is having certain rotation, so first of all what will happen? It will tilt it by 45 degree here itself. It will tilt it by 45 degree. So it is coming here, and while it has been entering at the ferrite rod, it will again tilt it by 45 degree. So here at the starting itself it is having 45 degree. Now while it is coming out of the ferrite rod, it is again tilted by 45 degree. So a total phase shift of 45 degree occurs at the output of this ferrite rod. So obviously at this resistive vane, that wave will be parallel. So that resistive vane will absorb that signal. So nothing will be output at this left hand side. Okay, the wave in this output waveguide at the starting, at this point, it will have the 45 degree. It is having the phase shift of 45 degree. Now it has been vertical to this, normal to this resistive vane, no problem, no absorption will occur. Now again, while it is coming out of this ferrite rod, it will rotate by 45 degree again. So first of all 45, here another 45, so in total 90 degree. So in this resistive vane, that will become parallel. So that resistive vane will going to absorb that signal. So nothing will be available at this left hand side. Clear? Understand the operation? Any doubt on this? So this side 45 degree, here it is 45 degree, it is by default rotated by 45 degree, so output waveguide is tilted by 45 degree, so output will be available, no problem. But when there will be certain input, this output waveguide by default rotate by 45 degrees. So some input, if it is sustains inside this output waveguide, then it should be tilted by 45 degree. So here it is coming, here it is normal, no problem, but at the output of this ferrite rod it will be again rotated by 45 degree. So 45 plus 45, 90. So on this resistive vein it will be parallel. So that will be absorbed by that resistive vein. Clear? Any doubt? Next is phase shifter. So many ways the phase shifter can be designed. The phase shifter is basic purpose is to produce a phase shift in the signal. It needs to change the phase of the traveling wave. Okay. Is quite difficult. You just try to have a look here, that will be good. This is the phase shifter which is based on the waveguide. Okay, so this is some kind of dielectric slab which can be adjusted. Its entrance into this waveguide, which is having certain slot here, it can be adjusted by rotating this adjusting knob. So depending upon this dielectric slab, how much it entered into this waveguide, it can be have different amount of phase shift. It can have different amount of phase shift. How much it enters into this waveguide. So what we know? The phase velocity of any wave, it is omega by beta, and beta is proportional to epsilon. How? Beta is equals to omega root over mu epsilon for a lossless dielectric. So obviously this phase shift constant, it is depending upon this permittivity of the medium inside the waveguide. Now when we are entering or putting in this dielectric slab inside the waveguide, so what we are doing? We are changing the medium properties inside the waveguide. We are changing the medium properties, right? So let us consider, while having this dielectric slab inside the waveguide, this epsilon is increasing. So this increase in the permittivity will increase the phase shift constant and it will decrease the phase velocity. If beta increase, Vp will decrease. So phase velocity decrease, it by default decreases or changes the phase shift of the traveling wave. So this is the dimension of the waveguide. This cross sectional dimension, it is A, it is B. Now with this dielectric slab being entered into this waveguide, the phase change is occurring. Previously this was the extent of this wave in the waveguide. Now with the entrance of this dielectric slab, the waveguide dimension is, effective dimension is changing. Now this is the modified dimension and its phase also changes, its phase velocity also changes. So main function is to adjust this dielectric slab or vein inside the waveguide. Okay.